first heard of the drug Spinraza last year when Katie Prescott contacted me about her 10-year-old daughter, Heidi. She wrote, "I have a daughter, Heidi, with a rare muscular wasting disease called spinal muscular atrophy, SMA. SMA ranges from a very severe type, type 1, through to type 4. Heidi has type 3, and she is fast losing the ability to walk. She's 10 years old, and it's a devastating prospect for her. For the most severe cases of SMA, life expectancy is only 2 years without the access of this drug. There is treatment available for SMA, and it's called Spinraza. It's the one and only available treatment for SMA. 22 other countries, including Scotland, have approved it. However, NICE are recommending that the NHS England do not fund Spinraza for any type of SMA, meaning thousands of people in the UK with SMA are left without a treatment. It's practically a death sentence for babies diagnosed with type 1.
Yes.
And it means type 2 and 3 children are destined for a life of deterioration. The issue is that NHS England and Biogen cannot agree on the costs.
Yep.
We need the government and the NHS England and Biogen to sit down and negotiate an agreement which has the SMA community at its heart. In January 2019, I wrote to the Health Secretary, and he replied, "NICE is an independent body, and it would be inappropriate for me to comment on its guidance." When I wrote to NICE for the clarification, it said, "I fully accept that we, the company, and NHS England have a responsibility to bring this matter to a conclusion quickly. We are working hard to do this through discussions with the company, and I'm hopeful of reaching a positive outcome." I also asked the PM the question, why is this treatment not available to my constituent Heidi and other children in England with this disease? She answered that the next meeting between the parties would take place in March. Since then, NICE and NHS England and Biogen have met on March the 6th in Manchester. And now we await their next judgment. This is after 14 months of appraisals already, with months between the negotiation process. I want to ask again today, what is it about this country that makes it so different to Scotland and the 22 other countries in Europe that have approved this drug? What's the difference? What have they done to be able to do that? How have they negotiated this? When a child is born with a condition like SMA, there is hope in every parent's heart that a cure will be found, a new drug will be developed to treat. Here we have an example of this, but it's denied to the children suffering with SMA. We must find a mechanism to resolve these problems. I understand there are structural issues within NICE, which means that the treatments of these conditions, like SMA, end up being assessed in the same way as the more common conditions, therefore making it extremely difficult for treatments to be assessed at being cost-effective. In the meantime, Heidi's health continues to deteriorate. When I met her recently in my office, I was deeply impressed with her bravery and optimism. But as her mother said to me, it's very frustrating that still no decision has been made. Heidi cannot walk unaided anymore, and even then can only take a few steps. To know that there's something that can help her, but she can't access it, is very difficult, and Heidi finds that hard to deal with too. Up and down the countries, families like Heidi are fighting for this treatment. Surely NHS England and NICE and the company have a duty of care and a moral obligation to give treatment to patients like Heidi when it's available. Behind the statistics of issues like this, we must remember that there are human beings with caring families who are suffering because of how medicine is being denied in this country.